Step into the mic with the old school flavor. Dropping heavy bars, doing you a favor. Got the rhythm in my soul, can't nothing hold me down. King of the city, yeah, I'm wearing the crown. Just like that.
Yes, people. How's everyone doing? Just bear with me a second. Let me just get something out. Rapid. You know what? Actually, no. We'll talk. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're having a lovely weekend. How's everyone doing? How's your weekend going so far? I might have butchered his name. Anyways, I will get it out eventually. But yeah, how's everyone doing, people? How's everyone doing this lovely day? I just came home from, well, not right now. Just came home about not that long ago, about an hour and a half-ish. Came home, I had a shower, ate quickly, and then I gone live. Before I start, let me just read the chat quickly. Big up Mo and chat. Hope everyone look live. Big up to you, bro. Cop father, what? How you doing, brother? How you doing, Cop? You and Rods are on at the same time. Uncle Rods is on. I didn't even know actually Uncle Rods is on. But big up to Uncle Rods, people. Go and subscribe to Uncle Rods. He's an OG to the channel. Love that guy. Always in his channel. Yeah, go subscribe to Uncle Rods, please. He's a really, really lovely guy. Okay. Now, before I continue, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get into 250 subscribers before the end of the year. I'm on 214, I want to say, I believe. I'm on 214, yes. I'm on 214 subscribers, people. So please like and subscribe to the channel. Trying to get, like I said, trying to get into 250 subscribers by the end of the year. Okay. Let's just have a quick chat. Actually, one more thing as well. I can't talk. Just give me 10 likes, please. I forgot what I'm saying. Just 10 likes target for this video, of course, as usual. Okay. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So apparently, there's been news that Mr. Alexis McAllister and Mr. CODY GAKPO are set to leave Liverpool. One of them is in, let's say, potential leave, and apparently the other has either requested his release from the club, or the club actually wants to sell him. I don't know which is which, but these are the rumors for the past few days, at least, that CODY GAKPO. I've seen it this morning, actually. I don't know if it's true or not, but we will show it, as of course, on like I usually do, the sources in that. Like I always say, like I will always say, any source, as long as it's not from Fabrizio Romano, it's not from what's his name, David Ornstein, take it with a grain of salt. Nothing other than these. So the only two people I actually believe what they can say, what they say, sorry, are Fabrizio Romano or David Ornstein. Anyone else, take it with a grain of salt. Do not believe it. Well, if you want to believe it, by the end of the day, take it with a grain of salt, like I said. But the rumors are, the news are that we'll talk about Gakpo in a bit, because Gakpo is a little bit of a sensitive subject. So we'll leave Gakpo for a bit. We'll talk about McAllister first. Alexis McAllister. So Liverpool apparently said, let me try to get it out 1 sec. Copy. I might have butchered his. You know what? Hold on, bro. Right. Okay. So, Alexis McAllister. So the rumors are for him is this. Apparently, Liverpool. This is from Fabrizio Romano, so it's a tier 1, if you want to call that a tier 1 source, of course, as usual. Several clubs are monitoring Alexis McAllister's situation. Should an attractive offer arrive for both Liverpool and the player, his future could become a topic of discussion. Nothing is guaranteed at this stage, but it is one to watch. Let me just give it to you straight. Give it to you straight. Alexis McAllister leaving Liverpool is a big, fat mistake. How Kevin Kelleher left Liverpool was a big, fat mistake. Alexis McAllister leaving Liverpool is even a bigger, fat mistake. You cannot, for the Liverpool fans that actually want this guy gone. I'm talking to all Liverpool fans that want Alexis McAllister gone. For all of you that want him gone, how are you blaming a player who played under a guy who did not know what to do with the whole club, by the way? I'm talking about the whole club, not just Alexis McAllister, the whole damn club. He didn't know what to do with it. Had players that any manager can dream of. Every manager, can dream of. Talented players from start to finish. From the goalkeeper to the last player we've got. Talented players. Did not know what to do with him. You look at McAllister. I will always say this. 25, 26 McAllister looks like prime 𝗧𝗶𝗸. And you getting compared to prime 𝗧𝗶𝗸 is not a good thing. It really isn't. So you getting compared, to me, I was comparing him to prime 𝗧𝗶𝗸 anyway. So me, and potentially a lot of people were comparing him to prime 𝗧𝗶𝗸. It's not a good thing. Why? Because of that bold see you next Tuesday that we had, who did not know how to play Alexis McAllister to his strength, didn't know how to play the Ryan Gravenberch to his strength, didn't know how to play Federico Chiesa to his strength, didn't know how to play Dominic Szoboszlai to his strength, didn't know how to play Curtis Jones in his strength, didn't know how to play all of the players. I'm not even going to say most, all of the players he had did not know how to play to their strength for the whole season. You lot are forgetting 23-24 Alexis McAllister. You lot are forgetting 24-25 Alexis McAllister. You lot are forgetting all of that. Because he had one bad season under a manager who actually exposed him in that midfield. You can't blame a player who gets exposed in the midfield on his own. Well, not on his own, actually. He had another player with him. That other player, both of them are left on their own getting exposed in that midfield. Because, again, the only two midfield that we had that was actually playing most of the season are Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister. These two were left in the midfield on their own to get exposed. And it shows that Alexis McAllister and Ryan Gravenberch were actually having a horrible, horrible season. So if you tell me now, if any club comes in wants Alexis McAllister and Ryan Gravenberch, most of these Liverpool fans will say yes. So you lot saying yes to Alexis McAllister and Ryan Gravenberch leaving is a big, big problem. It's a big problem, bro. Do you not see it? Do none of you see it? Do you lot not actually see McAllister leaving and Gravenberch leaving, actually, because they were both shafted in this season? Do you not think that's a big, big mistake? I really don't get how you lot don't see this. I don't get it. You can't be left on your own in the midfield. Well, not on your own. You can't be left. So let me put it this way. Imagine you own a business. This is the easiest way because I do work in a retail, so it makes sense for me to give you this concept or this thing I'm coming up with now. Let's say you work in a retail. Let's say you work in a restaurant, and then in a restaurant you have the kitchen. You have the the kitchen where the food gets prepared. You go in the middle or on the front where foods get packed and all that stuff. And you've got the waitress or anyone or whoever will take the food to the customers. Now imagine, let's say you have 10 staff in. Let's say you have 10 staff in. Them 10 staff, 4 of them are in the kitchen. 4 in the kitchen. 4 waitresses going to the customers to give them their food. And you have only 2, to pack and to prep and to put on the plate and all that stuff for the customers, for the 4 people on front to go and take them to the customers that sat down. And you are getting absolutely pillaged with the customers coming in. You are making, let's say, thousands upon thousands an hour. You telling me 4 at the back can do their job. 4 at the front can actually do their job. What about the 2 in the middle? What about the 2 in the middle who are actually getting battered because it's only them 2 that are actually packing the order or preparing and putting it in the plate and all that stuff for the customers, for the 4 on front to give it to them and go and taking it to the customers? This is my idea here. The 4 at the back are the defenders who are actually cooking the orders. The 4 on the front are the attackers. The 2 in the middle are your ball-playing midfielders, the midfielders you need to give you the ball to go and score. That's what I'm talking about here. So if these 2 are actually exposed on their own, when you're playing 4-2-4, if you're leaving that whole midfield exposed, how you blaming Alexis McAllister and Ryan Gravenberch? That's what I don't get. You can't be blaming them when they're actually exposed. That's just me, at least, bro. GAKPO can go, McAllister can stay. I will get to GAKPO a bit. 120 mil he can go. Copfather, I will talk about that as well. Let GAKPO go. He does not want to play for us now. His daddy is gone. Is it a big problem? All the players are leaving. We need at least 12 players. Needs coming in to fill this thin squad. We are in a mess and need major rebuild. Yes, we damn do. We absolutely do need a massive, massive rebuild. But will it happen in one season? I don't think so. I do not think Liverpool will rebuild the whole Liverpool Football Club in one season or in one window. They'll get some players this window. We'll see anyways, because so far there's nothing other than Diamande or potentially Barcola. In the winter window where Liverpool barely make any, the last time I remember was CODY GAKPO, and that was like 4 years ago, I think. Or maybe 3-4 years ago, whenever it was anyways. So they barely make any. So, and the one before that, if I remember correctly, so before Gakpo, the one before that was Virgil van Dijk, and that was like maybe 5 years before that as well. I might be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. But Liverpool barely make any window transfers. So I do not think 26-27 season window transfer, winter transfer, my apologies, the winter transfer, I don't think Liverpool will do anything. So it's going to be a summer window for this coming season, next season, and the season after that. So it will take a few years to Liverpool actually get all the players they need. But let's get back to the McAllister bit. 𝗧𝗶𝗸 said 120 mil and he can go. Now, do I want McAllister gone? No. I definitely do not want McAllister gone. But if we actually sell a McAllister, any number less than this, then we should all actually riot. We should all of us riot if it's anything less than this number. Me, 𝗧𝗶𝗸, and Uncle Rose was talking about it last night on my channel. We were talking about players from Villa, so not Villa, players from Forest, players from West Ham, players from Bournemouth are going for high numbers, where Alexis McAllister is not going for anywhere near this number, potentially at least, because we don't know so far if Liverpool actually wants to sell McAllister. The number that's been given, or the number Liverpool looking for, we don't know yet. We don't know. Players like Elliot Anderson, who's going for, or Forest wants 120 million straight. 120 million straight, Forest won. With players like Alex Scott, who Bournemouth won 80 million for. Players like Matheus Fernandes from West Ham, who won another 80 million for. You telling me players like Matheus Fernandes, players like Elliot Anderson, but players like Alex Scott, who to me, and to all of you actually, every single one of you Liverpool fans, should say Alexis McAllister is better than all of them three combined. All of them three players combined, McAllister is better than. And you telling me he's not going to go for 120 million minimum? Minimum. Am I overpricing the player I'm actually looking at with my own eyes for like 3 seasons now? We got him from Bournemouth. We got him, from Brighton for like 30, maybe 35 million. Now, I was watching him at Brighton, and I really, really loved him at Brighton. So when we got him for 35 million, I said that's an absolute steal. We stole Brighton with that number. We stole him with that number. 35 million for Alexis McAllister. That was an absolute. We snatched. We told him, give me that. Do you know that meme? Where it's not a meme. It's a video that came out a few years ago where a guy. You probably see. Most of you probably seen it. A guy comes in and he's got a Red Bull, and he says, "How much is this?" Well, the guy told him 150. And Liverpool, and then the guy came in and said, "Here, 50p, F you," and then gone. That's exactly what we've done to Brighton. Brighton said McAllister is worth about 60 million or 70 million. Liverpool said, "We're giving you 30 or 35 million. Here you go. We're taking the play." That's exactly what happened, bro. We stole Brighton. And with that steal number, we saw 23-24, his first season, 24-25, where he was one of the reasons why we actually won the league last season, and this season where he was absolutely exposed, with him and another player exposed, left to be exposed in that midfield. And you telling me it's not worth that much? Now the excuse will be that McAllister is what? He's 20. Well, how old is McAllister actually? He's in his, let's say, his late 20s. I'm pretty sure McAllister is in late 20s. Alexis McAllister is he will be 28 by December. McAllister will be 28 by December. So people would tell me now, why would anyone pay 120 million for a 28-year-old Alexis McAllister? I'll tell you why. When Ronaldo went to Juventus from Real Madrid in 2018, I want to say. Anyone in the chat? How much did Cristiano Ronaldo went to Juventus when he was 30-year-old? Ronaldo was 30 years old when he went to Juventus, 2018, 2017, whatever season it was. Let me know, people in the chat, please let me know, how much did Juventus pay to Real Madrid to get Ronaldo? Anyone that's in the chat, please let me know, how much was it? How much did Juventus pay to Real Madrid to get the services of Cristiano Ronaldo? And I will reply back with that. So another summer of unfinished business like last summer. Last summer wasn't, well, it kind of was because we didn't get the players we actually needed, but we got players. Put it this way. The owners better not use all excuses of LFC needing to sell to afford new players. No, we don't, bro. We absolutely don't. We can go and spend as much as we did last season, potentially a little bit more or a little bit less. Either on par what we spent last season, or maybe a little bit less or a little bit more. I'm not exactly sure. But we can definitely spend. We don't even need to sell players. We don't need to sell players. If you hear the excuse from FSG that we need to sell players to buy players, call them in their BS. Call them in their BS. We do not have to sell players. I promise you, we do not. Them saying need to sell players is complete BS. I should never believe them. I should never, ever believe them. Now, please, people, let me know, anyone in the chat, how much did Ronaldo go from Real Madrid to Juventus when he was 30-year-old? Let me know, please. I'm not looking at it. Okay. How much was it? And if anyone know, please let me know. If not, I'll see what's going on. I'll just say it anyways. I'll just read the chat quickly before. Maka only worth about 60 million. Rafa, you're absolutely downgrading McAllister there. I'm not even saying you downselling him. You downgrading McAllister with that price. You really, really are. We do not need to sell anyone, so we can slap big prices on them. 30 million, and we can talk. Comfort, literally, like we said, McAllister do not need. Sorry, Liverpool do not need to sell players to buy players. That's complete BS. Do not believe that for this season, especially this season or this transfer window. We do not sell players. Liverpool do not have to or do not need to sell players to buy players. Complete and utter BS from Liverpool or FSG if they actually say that, because we definitely do not need to sell. And they say you have so many homegrown players, but our homegrown players are far too expensive. Like who, bro? Who's our home players are actually expensive? Who do we have that is Liverpool homegrown that is actually very, very expensive? We don't have one. We do not. We had the Rat, and the Rat was gone for free. Who else do we have? We do not have a single player from Liverpool right now that can go for 100 plus million price. There isn't. There really isn't. I don't know what you're on about here, bro. Navi, what's up, bro? We still have continuing money to spend. That's jokes. Juve paid 100 million for Ronaldo. Yes, they did. Cristiano Ronaldo was 30-year-old at the time Juventus bought him. 30-year-old. And you and I both know the Serie A are the most skint league in football world right now. Probably League One are richer. Let's say put it richer than Serie A. And for Juventus to pay 100 million for Cristiano Ronaldo at 30-year-old said a lot. So you telling me? Actually, no, let me say this. Of course, Ronaldo is not as it's not McAllister. It's not as talented or it's not as good as Cristiano Ronaldo. But Ronaldo was 30-year-old. So he's not as a 28-year-old. He's not a 27. He's not 26. So Phil McAllister, who's still 28 years old, he's at his prime right now. At his prime. You tell me it's not going for 120. I'm not having it, bro. Now, if it's up to me, I'm not selling McAllister, bro. I refuse to sell McAllister. I love the player, bro. I refuse to sell McAllister. Absolutely refuse to sell him. I'm not having McAllister sold, bro. No matter what. McAllister's not getting sold. If it was up to me, like I said. But at the end of the day, it's not up to me. It's not up to you. It's not up to anyone, really. It's only up to Liverpool FC if they want to sell the player or keep the player. But if they want to sell him, nothing less than £120 million. Nothing less. Elliot Anderson going for 120. Forest asking for 120. Now you can say Forest is asking for that price because they don't want to sell. But if that is actually the price of Elliot Anderson, if that's the asking price for Elliot Anderson, why is Alexis McAllister is not 120? If Alex Scott is 80 million, Bournemouth is asking for, you telling me McAllister's not worth 40 million plus? Mateus Fernandes, who was one of the reasons, or was on the team that got West Ham relegated, is worth 80 million. You telling me McAllister is not worth 40 million plus? Come on, man. Madrid paid maybe 80 million pounds, but it's definitely not 8 million euros. McAllister's 130. Look at the trophies he has won: Premier League, Carabao, and World Cup winner. Elliot Anderson won nothing. The only thing he's done with Forest is go to the semi-finals of Europa League. Alex Scott, the exact same thing. Mateus Fernandes, relegated. He was in the team that got relegated to the Championship with West Ham. Player we forgot to talk about is Adam Wharton. Apparently, Crystal Palace is asking for 100 million for Adam Wharton. Adam Wharton, all he's done was win a Carabao Cup, win the FA Cup, and win the Conference League a few weeks ago. That's all he's done. McAllister winning the Premier League only. I'm not even gonna add the World Cup, but McAllister winning the Premier League only should be bigger than these two trophies combined. Should be bigger. So, I don't want to hear this that McAllister is not good or he hasn't won anything or he's not worth that much. McAllister is absolutely worth every penny that we as fans are actually asking for. Because with that money, if McAllister goes with that money, we can actually go and invest in other players that we can get to the team and help us go further or help us win trophies. I really do not know why some people are actually not seeing this. I don't get it. But then nobody buys him and he leaves on a free like everybody else. If he wants to leave on a free, then speak to the guy. Let's say, you know what, actually, put it this way. Dominic Szoboszlai has got 2 more seasons with us, 2 more years on his contract left. I want Liverpool to speak to him right the F now. Right now, bro. He's not going to the World Cup. He's not playing in the World Cup. Go and speak to him now, bro. Right now. Tell him you either extend your contract or let's talk about your contract. Put it this way. What do you want? So put on the table what you want, and we'll put on a table of what we can give you. Don't put on the table to Liverpool what he's asking for, what he wants to either extend the contract or work around something, and Liverpool will put on the table what they can offer to him. If he says no, or he doesn't want to, he wants to drag it, if that was me, I'm putting him on a transfer list. Again, Dominic Szoboszlai will be a big loss to Liverpool if he actually gets sold. But as of right now, we cannot let any more players leave on a free. We cannot do that anymore. The Rat has gone for a free. Konaté's gone for a free. We cannot let any more players leave on a free, bro. We just can't. Do you not know what I don't know. I really do not know what Liverpool are thinking. Why are you letting a player go on a free, bro? Why? Why? Speak to Szoboszlai now, bro. Right now, speak to him. Right now. There's no reason for you not to speak to Szoboszlai. He's not in the World Cup. Hungary's not in the World Cup. He's free. If he wants to give him time, he can be with his he be with his family. If he's got kids, he can be with his kids and all that stuff. Cool. Like he's a human at the end of the day. But give him the time he needs, and before the season starts, speak to the guy and say, put what you want on the table, and we can counter that and give you what we can afford, what we can give to you, or we can just accept what you want, and we can all be doing good, extending contract and blah 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 and all that good stuff. But if he drags it and say, I will do it later, I don't want to do it now, and blah 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 blah, we've heard that before with Konaté and the Rats. Sell him, bro. Put him on a transfer list. Again, do we want Dom sold? Of course we don't. Of course we don't. But if there's no other way than him actually being sold, if he doesn't want to extend his contract, or at least speak about it. Sorry. Yeah, there's no point. There really is no point. If Anderson is worth 120, then Mark is worth more. Simple, bro. It really is simple. I mean, our British players, homegrown, like Anderson, Scott, Wharton, and Will. Being English 1000% helps. 1000% helps if being English, bro. But that's not an excuse. It really isn't. That is not an excuse. You telling me Elliot Anderson, Adam Wharton, actually, you know what? Mateus Fernandes is not English, and his asking price is 80 million or whatever. But players like Adam Wharton, Alex Scott, Elliot Anderson, they're all English. All these three players are English. Because you tell me because they're English, their asking price is going to be that much. If that's the case, then McAllister should be 150 if that's the case. Because McAllister is better than Adam Wharton, McAllister is better than Elliot Anderson, McAllister is better than Mateus Fernandes, and McAllister is better than Alex Scott. He's better than all these four players together. If that's the case, then McAllister should be worth 150 million. It's got nothing to do if he's English or he's not English. The guy is Argentinian or Argentine, however you want to say it. However it's said anyways. If that's the case, then McAllister should be 150. I don't care if he's English or he's not English. Really that should not be the case whatsoever. That should definitely not be the case. That means our Premier League winners are worth more. Yes, and yes. More spot on. If he's not sold over 80 million, then our business model is below par. We as the fans, who's got nothing to do with how Liverpool is run, doing better, or coming up with better ideas, or coming up with a better way to conduct and control Liverpool and the players, then the actual people who are there get paid to do all that stuff. I don't know how us, the fans, like I said, we don't get paid to do what they do, but they get paid. But we actually, if we were there, we'll do a better job than what they are right now. Which makes absolutely no flipping sense to me. It doesn't whatsoever. Flipping hell, man. Okay. McAllister's done. Let's get back to CODY GAKPO. Mr. CODY GAKPO is apparently have asked for his exit from Liverpool. Bear with me a second. Let me try and get it. I don't know who this is. You know what? Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything because the guy is on. Like, I've never heard of the guy. He's not that that well known. Okay. So let me give you this because this is a I trust this more than the guy that was he actually said about him requesting his release from Liverpool. Okay, so this is Transfer News Live has posted this on yesterday at 6:26 p.m. Tottenham Hotspur are preparing a 70 million euros bid for Liverpool forward CODY GAKPO and currently lead the race for his signature. Newcastle United and Bayern Munich are also monitoring the Netherlands international, although no formal offer has been submitted yet. Liverpool are open to assessing the situation this summer, with discussion over Gakpo's future expected after his World Cup campaign. Let me say this quickly. I know most of Liverpool fans, this is not a lie as well. Most Liverpool fans want CODY GAKPO sold, sold, whatever. Sorry, gone, sold, whatever. They just want him gone. Okay? And do I blame him for that? Not really. Do not blame them whatsoever. Whatsoever, I don't blame them. But selling CODY GAKPO right now, it's not a good move. Especially if there is no sub or there is no replacement for him. It's like you right now selling who can I think of? Yeah, it's like you selling, let's say, Chiesa right now. It's like you selling Chiesa right now because we got Chiesa to play in that right wing. Big up, Benz. How you doing, bro? It's like actually Liverpool selling Chiesa right now because we've got Chiesa to play in that right wing. Selling Chiesa right now is another mistake because who do we actually have to play in that right wing? Because as of right now, Jeremy Frimpong is at Liverpool to play in that right back. And is he a right back? No, he's a right wing back. So he can technically play in that right wing. But he's not at Liverpool to play in that right wing. So it's like you selling Chiesa right now and not getting a replacement. So who's going to play in that right wing? As of right now, if what's his name? Sorry, my apologies. YNWA. Is YNWA gonna be playing in that left wing for the whole? You know what? What is going on with my? Let me just turn the light down. Let's see if it helps. Yeah, that's much better now. Is YNWA going to play in that left wing for the whole season? He's not. It's going to be Gakpo, if Gakpo stays, of course. YNWA will come in. Put it this way, YNWA will play a lot more than what he did the season just gone. And he will play in the FA Cup, he will play in the League Cup, he will play in the Champions League games. We were actually either kind of confirmed free, like we confirmed we are through to the last 16 if there's few games left. And he will come in let's say 20 minutes, maybe half an hour every other game. And that's what I'm thinking anyways. Players like 𝗧𝗶𝗸, Train Yoni, all of these young talents that Liverpool have will have more playing time this coming season. But the starting player in that left wing right now is CODY GAKPO, and getting rid of CODY GAKPO without getting a replacement for him is another big fat mistake. It is another big fat mistake. Now, some of you don't like him. That's cool. That's cool, bro. We can't force you to like a player. That's fine. But if you do not have a replacement for him, then what is Liverpool doing? What is Liverpool thinking of? What are you lot doing? I was speaking to a guy I work with today, and he's a Liverpool fan as well. I said, what do you think of CODY GAKPO that maybe in a coming few days now, Tottenham might put an offer for him? Then nothing will be official up until the World Cup, up until his World Cup campaign, like I said, like Transfer News Daily or Transfer News Live, whatever it said after this World Cup campaign, he will be coming back to Liverpool and start talking about his future. But do we actually want him gone? For the people in the chat, do you actually want not McAllister, sorry. Do you actually want CODY GAKPO as of right now? Because we did not buy any players. We as of right now, like I said, there's nothing concrete that we're getting this player or that player so far. The only thing that is kind of close is Diamande, but we still don't know anything about Diamande. Like I said, as of right now, for the people in the chat or for people watching the stream, do you want CODY GAKPO gone? Do you want to sell CODY GAKPO right now? Or do you want CODY GAKPO gone after there's a replacement for him? Please let me know. Let me know if you want GAKPO gone right now, or do you want him gone after there's a replacement, or potentially there's a replacement. What we're saying. Who's playing at 8 o'clock by the way? If it's a decent game, I might actually do a live watch along. But let me have a look who's playing. Because at 11 p.m. I don't know if I'm gonna be at home. But if I'm at home, I will probably do a live watch along. But if I'm not, of course I won't do. But we'll really see if I'm home or not. Come on. World. It was Qatar and Switzerland at 8 p.m. That's a decent game, to be fair. Cupfather saying now pay for Diamande. That's fine by me. That's absolutely fine by me. As long as you get me a player to replace CODY GAKPO and potentially get him sold, then that's fine by me, bro. That's fine by me. That's fine by everyone else. That is fine. Give me a player that can actually replace GAKPO. Replace GAKPO. Give me that player. But right now, do we want him sold? No, of course not. Why would I? Why would we? If there is no replacement, why would you want him sold? That's just stupid. It really is. Liverpool needs to think. Liverpool need to think because recently the way players been leaving Liverpool, the players the way we've been selling the players. I'm gonna be talking about Curtis Jones in a bit. The way how Liverpool actually conduct or work around the players they have is an absolute joke. They're letting players run down their contract and let them go on a free. They're selling players for peanuts. They're selling players when they don't have a replacement for them. Fabinho, when he left Liverpool in 22-23 season, and to this day, we do not have a replacement for him. We do not have an actual number 6 in Liverpool. We do not have, to this day, when he left about 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago, till this day, we do not have actually a replacement for Fabinho. 3-4 years so far, not a single replacement for Fabinho. The way Liverpool have been running, or FSG been running this club, is an absolute joke. Now, let me talk about Curtis Jones before I get out of here. Curtis Jones, when that bald see you next Tuesday was still here, he wanted gone. He wanted to be gone. He wanted to leave Liverpool because he didn't want to work with him, which I kind of understand again. But now, since he's gone, I don't know if his views at staying in Liverpool have changed. I'm not sure. I really don't know. But let's say it didn't change. Let's say he wants to leave Liverpool at the end of the right now, because there's no World Cup. Any club will can come and talk to Liverpool, and if they want to buy the player, anything like that. Apparently, this is what I've heard. This is what I've seen on Twitter as well. Again, everything I say, unless I said it came from Fabrizio or David Ornstein, take it with a grain of salt. But the rumors are Inter Milan want Curtis Jones. They wanted him in January, if you remember as well. But Liverpool declined the offer, or it didn't work out for some reason, because they actually wanted him to stay. I kind of agree with it as well. We want actually Curtis Jones to stay in Liverpool, let alone in January. Not just in January. I want Curtis Jones to stay in Liverpool because he's actually the only scouser we have got right now. The only scouser that is in Liverpool right now is Curtis Jones and no one else. So he needs to stay. But if the player wants to go, then put the right number on him. I'm hearing that Inter Milan wants to scam Liverpool with 20 million on Curtis Jones. 20 million. 20 million on Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones, 20 million. I'm assuming euros as well, because it can't be pounds. 20 million euros on Curtis Jones. I said this yesterday. I said this the day before. I will say this forever until my views change on Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones is as good as Jude Bellingham with no PR. If Jude Bellingham had no PR, he will be as worth as Curtis Jones, as good of a player as Curtis Jones is. You watch Jude Bellingham. I watch Jude Bellingham. You watch Curtis Jones. I watch Curtis Jones too. You tell me what's the difference between Curtis Jones and Curtis Jones. Sorry, between Curtis Jones and Jude Bellingham. What is the difference? Other than Curtis Jones having, other than Jude Bellingham has the whole England PR behind him. What is the difference between them two? I don't think anyone can name you what there's a single difference between them two when it comes to playing football. Genuinely, there is not a single difference between them. Alex Crook has posted about 2 hours ago, which I didn't see. I'll get it here so you can see it as well. Yeah, so this is supposed to be said. We'll get back to the Curtis Jones in a bit, but Bradley Barcola has asked to leave PSG. He's on a radar of Liverpool and Arsenal. I think he's more in the Arsenal way than Liverpool. More in the Arsenal way than Liverpool. But let's get back to Curtis Jones. Again, please, anyone that's in here, let me know what's the difference between a Curtis Jones and Jude Bellingham, other than Jude Bellingham actually having the PR, the whole England PR behind him. You can't name me a single difference between them. And you telling me he will go for 20 million when Jude Bellingham has gone for 110 million to Real Madrid from Borussia Dortmund. I'm not having it. I'm really, really, really not having it. Refuse to have it. If Curtis Jones was in Real Madrid the season Jude Bellingham was in Real Madrid, he will have the good season, the exact same good season Jude Bellingham had if he actually went to Real Madrid in that season. And you telling me the guy is worth the guy's worth 20 million only, or Inter Milan actually they're rating him as a 20 million player, 20 million euros player. Get the F out of here, bro. Get the F out of here. Okay. I've got nothing else to say really. There's nothing that we can talk about. There's nothing there to talk about really. I will be back tomorrow for another transfer room show. Like around, yeah, should be if there's a World Cup game going on around that time, I probably won't. No, so I'll be back like in about 4 o'clock ish, and we'll be talking about anything that's happening with Liverpool. If anything's happening at Liverpool as well, and I will do a live watch along for the Netherlands and Japan game tomorrow at 9 p.m. It's a sad thing that to see Wataru Endo has got an injury now, which he won't be in a World Cup. He came back to, I'm assuming he will come back to Liverpool, or he's already in Liverpool, getting the treatment he needs. But regardless, if Wataru Endo is in or not, Japan is actually a respectable team, and they will give Netherlands a hard time when it comes tomorrow in the World Cup at 9 p.m. But I will see you later, people. I will see you tomorrow. I hope you have a lovely day for the rest of your day. Hope you have a lovely weekend ahead. And I will see you tomorrow at around 3:30, maybe 4 p.m. We could talk about more of transfer room when it comes to Liverpool or any team around the world. Take care and peace out, people. Love. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.